Tonight on the Wildcat Windup, the national staffing shortage.
And a robotics team looking to go back to the World Championship?
And mech suits?
And scooters?
I don't know.
Find out more tonight on the Wildcat Windup, coming at you next.
It's the Wildcat Windup with Hannah Tracy, William Bushy, and special correspondent Will Meinzinger.
Good evening, America. I'm Hannah Tracy.
And I'm William Bushy.
And you're watching the Wildcat Windup.
Hey, America. It's a beautiful day.
Let's get into our first story. During the pandemic, American unemployment rates rose 14.7%, an all-time high. While we've greatly recovered, Americans still wonder what they can do to fill these positions. Many industries, such as the transportation industry, have suffered great losses. With the local scoop, it's time for today's edition of the Community Corner.
Hello, America. I'm William Meinzinger. The number of bus drivers in the United States is declining rapidly as many retire or seek out higher paying jobs. This is a problem for many transportation agencies, which are struggling to regain their workforce after the pandemic. Local public schools have struggled to find a sufficient number of bus drivers for everyday back and forth and after school activities.
A lot of our drivers were nervous about getting on a school bus with children during the pandemic. When you've seen lately that I've had to close down runs, that's something I have to do on my own. It touches me personally. I mean, I put myself in a parent's perspective. You know, there's families out there that might not have the means of transportation to get them to school. You get a lot of backlash from the outside community, and they're not realizing everything that is put on my shoulders and the consideration I have for not only the kids and the parents. It breaks my heart to have to close down a run.
That concludes tonight's edition of the Community Corner. I'm William Meinzinger. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. You know, all this talk of transportation has me wondering, what would you take to work if not a car or bus?
You know, I'm going to go a little bit out of the box here. I'm picking something with a lot of dynamic options, right? I'm going with a mech suit. Think about it. Eurostep through traffic, fly through the air, swim through any water in my way. It's got a lot of speed, and on top of that, I can get some exercise while I'm at it.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you going with?
Personally, I would take the schooner.
Yeah, super classy.
Classy and cool.
Yeah, classy and cool. You know, all this talk about robotics actually has me thinking about Team 5505 out of Alpena, Michigan. You know, they're a regional robotics powerhouse, and last year the Alpena High School team, also known as Volt Squared, went all the way to the World Championship in Houston, Texas. Now they're looking to get back into the workshop and take on another year and another set of challenges. Let's check out our next segment.
This program is a STEM-based program that brings in people of all wants, types, needs, whatever, and it has them compete with others, practice with others, and build all sort of bonds from all over the world in different aspects.
Express Robotics is actually an amazing program. We teach kids the awareness of STEM. We can help people get into colleges. We can help people get ready for the work environment.
The cool thing about First Robotics is that there's so many different challenging places for students to grow. You know, we have people who are on the drive team, people who are on the build team, people who are in the pit fixing things when they break. There's a business team, fundraising, and so there's a lot to offer for every student and lots of areas where they can grow. We have a great team of mentors. So, I mean, my biggest goal is that every student grows as a student and gets something out of this that they can carry forward into their career.
I'm looking forward to building the bond with new team members and continuing the bond with old team members or people I haven't talked to in a little while since last season.
Just because we're from a small town, we can still achieve big things.
Having a lot of these interactions with people from different areas and different walks of lives and just all coming together for one collected thing.
But robotics is a huge community of people who aren't, you don't have to be athletic or have a certain standard to be able to fit in. You can come from nothing and be able to do it.
And with that, we've reached the end of this episode of the Wildcat Windup. Thank you guys all so much for watching.
I, for one, second that. After all, without viewers like you, we wouldn't be viewed.
Profound as always, Bush. America, I'm Hannah Tracy.
And I'm William Bushy.
That was the Wildcat Windup. Thanks for watching.
Have a great night, everybody.